In early January 2026, during a U.S. military operation in Venezuela, dramatic claims surfaced that shook the region. Venezuelan soldiers reportedly collapsed, bleeding from their noses and vomiting after an unknown weapon was deployed against them. Was this a glimpse of next-generation warfare, or something else entirely? Today, we're diving inside the system to separate fact from fiction. On January 3, 2026, U.S. forces launched what would become one of the most audacious military operations in recent Latin American history. The objective: capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. According to multiple reports, the operation involved a coordinated assault utilizing missiles, advanced drone systems, and special forces units. Venezuelan air defenses were systematically neutralized. Communications networks went dark. And within hours, Maduro was in U.S. custody. By any measure, it was overwhelming. Precision strikes. Complete air superiority. A textbook demonstration of modern American military capability. But it's what allegedly happened before the main assault that sparked the most intense speculation. In the days following the operation, a Venezuelan guard came forward with a chilling account. He claimed that moments before the attack began, all communications and radar systems inexplicably went dead. Total blackout. Then, according to his testimony, something unprecedented occurred. An intense sound wave, described as overwhelming and painful, allegedly swept through the Venezuelan positions. Soldiers began collapsing, nosebleeds, vomiting blood. Mass incapacitation without a single conventional weapon being fired. The story spread like wildfire across social media. It was amplified by public figures, shared thousands of times, and quickly became the subject of international speculation. But was any of it real? Let's talk about what actually exists. Acoustic weapons are real, but they're far more limited than you might think. Devices like the Long-Range Acoustic Device, or LRAD, have been used by military and law enforcement for years. They emit focused, high-intensity sound waves that can be painfully loud, causing disorientation, discomfort, and in some cases, temporary hearing damage. But here is the critical point. There is no publicly verified acoustic weapon capable of causing the severe symptoms described: internal bleeding, vomiting blood, mass casualties remotely and at scale. According to weapons experts and physicists, the energy required to cause such internal trauma through sound alone would be immense, impractical, and detectable. If such a weapon existed, it would represent a technological leap beyond anything in the known arsenal. So if it's not physically plausible with current technology, what really happened? This is where things get murky. While some media outlets repeated the sonic weapon story widely, treating it as credible intelligence, others immediately pushed back. International defense analysts cautioned that the descriptions were unverified, potentially exaggerated, or outright fabrications. Some suggested the accounts could stem from rumors, psychological stress, or deliberate misinformation. There's a pattern here: dramatic eyewitness accounts, viral spread, official silence, and no independent verification. In the fog of war, truth becomes the first casualty. And in the age of social media, that fog spreads faster and thicker than ever before. But here is what we do know about modern military operations. They are no longer just about bullets and bombs. Today's battlefield includes electromagnetic spectrum dominance, communications jamming, GPS spoofing, and cyber operations designed to blind and disorient before a single shot is fired. Could Venezuelan forces have been hit with a sophisticated electronic warfare package? Absolutely. Communications disruption, radar jamming, directed energy to disable equipment. All of these are within established U.S. capabilities. The physiological symptoms reported by soldiers could have multiple explanations: stress, panic, conventional weapons effects misunderstood in chaos, or even psychosomatic responses to overwhelming fear. The weapon may not have been sonic, but the effect, confusion, terror, collapse of command and control was very real. So why did the sonic weapon narrative take off so explosively? Stories of mysterious weapons tap into something primal, fear of the unknown. They sound dramatic, they're shareable. They confirm suspicions about hidden technology and unchecked power. When major public figures share these claims, they lend them authority, even when concrete evidence is absent. The story becomes self-reinforcing. Each share, each retweet, each reaction video adds another layer of perceived credibility. And here's the thing. In modern conflict, perception is a weapon. If your adversaries believe you have capabilities you may not actually possess, you've already won part of the battle. Whether or not the sonic weapon claims are true, the perception of overwhelming you as technological superiority has already reshaped regional calculations. From Caracas to Mexico City, governments are reassessing their positions. Mexico issued warnings about potential spillover. Regional alliances are being tested. And the message, intended or not, has been received loud and clear. The operation demonstrated that distance provides no protection, that air defenses can be neutralized, that regime survival cannot be taken for granted. And if there's even a chance of next-generation weapons in play, that changes everything. This brings us to a fundamental truth about power in the 21st century. It's not just about what you can do. It's about what people believe you can do. A rumor about an impossible weapon can be as strategically valuable as the weapon itself. Uncertainty breeds caution. Caution breeds compliance. And compliance shifts the balance of power without a single additional operation. Modern warfare operates on multiple dimensions simultaneously. Physical destruction, yes, but also information control, psychological impact, and narrative dominance. The question isn't always, did this happen? Sometimes the question is, does it matter if we can't prove it didn't? So here's where we land. No independent verification exists of a sonic weapon being deployed in Venezuela. No physical evidence. No confirmed casualties with symptoms matching the claims. No technological assessment suggesting such a weapon exists in operational form. But the narrative itself reveals something profound about how modern conflict operates, where technology, rumor, physics, and psychology blend into a new kind of warfare. The truth may be simpler than the story, or more complex than we know. What's certain is that in an age of information warfare, the line between them matters less than we'd like to believe. Inside the system, uncertainty is the system.